Hey guys, welcome to my cramped up little garage. It's been a while. Today I'm gonna work on my 2022 Aprilia RSV4, just doing some maintenance work to get it ready for the season. Let's dive in. As you can see, I've already taken off the fairings on both sides, laid it on my car like that. I have no space, so I'm literally using the trunk of my car as a workbench. Don't worry about the paint, it's just cheap vinyl wrap. It's okay, the heat gun will remove any scratch. I have to move the car all the way to the front, so I have enough space here to work on my bike. Okay, I actually recorded 30 minutes worth of footage showing how to change the engine oil and flush the coolant before I realized nobody's gonna watch this. You don't need another guy telling you how to change the oil on your bike. So instead of showing you that, let's do something different. Like every one of us has been there, our little F-ups. So today, let me show you mine, okay? Let's have fun, laugh at me, laugh with me. I don't care. Let's have a good time. Okay, first of all, I jacked up the bike. This skylift is actually pretty handy. Put the bike up to a very good height, easy to work on. That part was fine. It was smooth. I was cautious, okay? Other than that, I took off all the fairings. That was also smooth. Look, all my organized bolts and nuts, labeled, placed properly, so I don't forget what goes where. That part was perfect. Check all the fairings on my car. And then, I think you already see it. I freaking spilled the coolant all over the garage floor. I need to clean that up before I kill some small animals. That drain bolt, I stripped it a little bit because I used the wrong size of the hex key. I used SAE instead of metric. F-up number one. And when I tried to flush the old coolant out, I used distilled water. So I let it run all the way out from the top of the radiator out of that drain hole right there. But the problem was the bike was tilted down on the front. So there are a significant amount of distilled water left inside. I only realized that after I filled it up with new coolant. So you don't want water in there, not in Canada, it's gonna freeze. So I had to redo everything and actually try to add another bottle of coolant just to flush the water out. That's when the spill happened. And when I changed engine oil, I took this drain plug out and there was a washer inside. And you know what? I have a box of 12 different sizes of crush washer. None of it fits on this plug. And at the time I was like, okay, I need to order an OEM one, it seems like, but I can't wait for another week or two just for the washer to come in. And maybe I'll just clean it up real nice and reuse the old washer. Human brain sometimes just stop working. It's such a generic size of crush washer, you literally can get it from your local hardware store or even Amazon. And I only realized that after I fill the engine oil back. And I don't want to waste all the engine oil. So I was like, if it leaks, it leaks. I will change it if it leaks. I'll get a new bottle of engine oil and I'll change it when it starts to leak. Oh my God. Okay, next up. When you flush the coolant, you need to take this reservoir off, empty it and wash it so you clean out all the old coolant. This is literally held by this one bolt. Loosen it, take it off, and take off these two hoses. This one's easy, comes off right away, but this one, I'm telling you, this one was stuck on there. So I tried to pull it off. It started to budge a little bit, but suddenly I saw this little tip start to turn white. When plastic starts to turn white, it's about to give up. It's about to break. So I was like, fuck, I gotta stop. And I just let it hang like that. It just turned it sideways to empty it and then washed it with distilled water. And after flushing the coolant, change your engine oil, you need to start the bike and let it run a little bit, let the temperature catch up, then turn it off, let it cool down, then do the measurement, see where the coolant level is, top it off if you need to. But that easy last step is something that I cannot do. Look at this little shed of my beaten up little townhouse that I could only afford when I had my divorce. And my neighbor's garage was right behind this wall. And because it's a row house, everybody's bedroom's right above the row of garages, right? If I started, even during the day, and I need to idle it for 10, 20 minutes, it will start to bother people. I can't even, run my machines inside of my garage. This is freaking ridiculous. I don't know if you guys have this similar kind of experience. Like, if you have any tips that can help, kill the decibels to make it quieter. I was even thinking about to buy like a fire retardant blanket, wrap it up just so to quiet it down a little bit, because I only need to run it for like 10 to 20 minutes, right? I don't need something permanent like a dB killer of some sort to install in my exhaust. These little things really frustrate you. So if you guys have any good suggestions or ideas, do let me know. I need your help. Not only for my bike, but look at this. My car has a Tomei TI exhaust. It's 4 inches. This system actually came with a dB killer, but you know what happened? That was before my divorce. I was at my old house and I was looking at it and I was like, no way I'm ever gonna use that. So I literally tossed it into the garbage bin. So that's gone. That's, I don't know, $200. And these little conundrums that you have to deal with. Oh my God, look at this. It's so cramped up. So look at this. So there's literally no space in front of the car now because I need to get enough space behind it so I can work on my bike. I was thinking about putting up a slat wall system for all the tools and little parts, bolts and nuts. And I want to get rid of the old pack boards. Oh, and this thing, I bought a whole set of sliders, like this one, the frame slider from T-Rex, rear and front axle sliders. The rear one's fine. The frame slider is fine. I installed them with no problem. But the front one, this insert here, see it? See this insert here? The diameter of this insert is just bigger than the whole of the front axle right here. Like, I can't put it in. I don't know if I'm gonna ask them to send me a replacement. I'll just machine it somehow myself so I can use it, or just leave it be. I still think the axle sliders are kind of useless. Well, you tell me. If you drop the bike like that, I don't think it can protect too much. What do you think? You have any experience? And those are the little F-ups I've done so far. Next, I'm just gonna clean all these panels. Oh my God, look at it. Oh God. Put them back on. And since I can't start it and idle it for 20 minutes, I think I'm just gonna be a little bit generous for the overflow reservoir in there. Engine oil is fine. I think 4 liters is exactly what the bike requires. And I'll just go for a short ride, I don't know, for half an hour or so. Go get the tank filled and come back and check it again. Oh, and these are the SAE hex keys that I mistakenly used. So I went to Home Depot to get a new set of hex bit socket set. Okay, from 4 to 12 millimeters. And another key set. Always find excuses to buy new tools. That's our motto. Oh, and also do dispose the waste oil or fluid responsibly. Take it to the local dump site, like what I'm doing here. I'm being environmentally responsible, Dirty oil pan. If you have little interesting F-up stories, do let me know. At least this time I didn't drop the bit or the oil plug in the oil pan, so I'd call it a success. Leave a comment. You know what's even more interesting than the little F-ups when you're working on your car? You feel like every time you touch your machines, you somehow break it a little bit more. I got that feelings all the time. But even more challenging than that, it's the life. Life has a way to teach you a lesson more than often. It will break you and force you to reboot. But at the same time, at least for me, I still think I'm more privileged than some of the people. I'm still able to get a place of my own, still get to keep all the toys that I have. But we're all the same in a sense. When we face the disappointment, stress, depression, and more than often, we choose to carry it by ourselves. Either you really don't have anyone that you want to talk to about this or can talk with about all the stuff that's going on. But that's not the way. It's not. Like myself, I'm treating this as literally my therapy session. Just talking to the camera, hoping somebody will watch this and maybe tell me your own story. I think that will be great. Leave a comment, tell me something that you want to talk about. Maybe I would just even do a live stream just to talk with one of you guys if you want to talk. Or actually, I want to have somebody that I can talk with about life, about everything that's going on, that's been knocking us down, breaking us apart. But at the same time, it is not the end of the day. You might not be fighting for yourself. Maybe you're just fighting for your kid, fighting for someone who loves you, fighting for someone that you love. That's a good enough reason. Never give up. Never give in. Just hold on. If in any stretch that watching this makes you feel a little bit recognized in a way, and you're willing to share, and you opens up like a door in your heart, that you let it flow out, that's what's meaningful. That is. I'm still holding on. I'm not giving up. I'm not conceding. I'm not letting this to be the end of my story. So yeah, tell a story or ask a question. We've all been there, and a lot of us are still in this mud. This is not weakness. This is clarity. This is not calling for help. This is pulling yourself up. The season's almost here. We will ride. We will drive. We will fix stuff. And we will have a good time. That, I assure you. All right. Thank you for watching. And I will see you next time. Cheers.